Hello, tubers. Robert 28, 1979. Got the truck in the shop. I've already got the cluster out. You can see there, cluster's out. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to have my camera lady here hold the camera while I disassemble this a little bit. And then we'll take an immediate break, which for y'all will be a quick second. For me, probably about half an hour as I change all these out here. So, camera assistant, are you ready?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What? Your lips don't move when you talk.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Alright, hold the camera. Keep it focused right on this. Oh, I just had the screwdriver. What happened to it? You stole it!
I don't know if I dropped one.
I don't know if I dropped one.
Is it that orange one?
No, it's not the orange one. Is it this long nosy nose?
No.
No? No, I had it just a second ago. I don't know what I've done with it. I'll figure by the time I start our video. Yeah, forget to lose everything. Alright. First thing we're going to do is pop these little tabs. And you look inside this viewfinder here. So you'll see what's coming out of this side. See, like, hello. You just pop these little guys up here. And then these guys in here are a little bit more of a trick to get to. But once I find my stick, I'll show you how the easy way to do it. Yeah. I got a whole nother set of them in there somewhere. Oh, they're missing. Uh-oh. Call the tool cop. Somebody stole my tools. I misplaced it somewhere. And I know there's one on my truck, so I'll grab it. But to remember when I put the one in my truck, I do not know. I can't quite remember what I done with the pick. I took the one from your brother in my truck and don't know what I done with it. So.
What are you looking for?
Tool.
What tool?
And no, not what y'all guys nowadays in school consider a tool, which is a jerk. I'm not me. Looking for a real tool.
Jerk.
Yeah, we know, like, y'all kids nowadays, kids at school being mean, you tool.
You too.
Yeah, you know I'm talking about. How many kids you call tools so far?
None.
Yeah.
Because it's not in school.
Because you're in a new school?
No, because we just don't call anybody that.
Well, ain't you a special?
Yeah.
Alright, we're trying to use this other one. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do these. It's a lot better if you get a pick, a curve pick, which I've got a set of them somewhere. I just don't know what the heck I've done with them. Take this to the camera, not me. I know I've loaned them to somebody and they brought them back and I can't remember what I've done with them from there. Here's a remote. Don't need that. Right there in the drawers.
Will it be like in the ratchets and extensions?
No, ma'am, I sure won't. It's been right here in the pin section. I know there's one on my truck, but I want to dig for an hour to find it. I hid it from your brother's. But I got a whole lot of plastic box of them. Some China freight junk. Yeah, too much dust in here. Oh man, this sucks. I know this other one had to go dig for it. I can't get in that door. Oh, I'm about to find them now. Hey, son!
These dang flies won't quit bothering me.
Get that car out of this place.
I can roll it up like this.
Yeah.
There you go. Now go all out of your way. I put the work on this car.
Oh, darn digging, ain't gonna worry about it.
What?
It's around here somewhere. I just don't really care. Ow!
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you gotta talk to the people on YouTube. You gotta be kind of loud. They can't hear you. You sound like a mouse.
Well, I keep on trying to shoo these flies away and keep on moving them up to the tools.
Hey, go show 'em my dirty tool bench off.
I love you.
So you say?
I love you.
You love who? That's YouTube. You love YouTube? You know a lot of people on YouTube? Oh, yeah. I know what somebody's tour this weekend's gonna be.
No.
I didn't say who. I said no, who somebody's tour's gonna be.
Mine.
I'm not gonna have you put up on my tools.
Oh, yes.
I'd never find them. I'll put up on my own tools.
Daddy.
It's gonna be my chore.
Daddy.
8 minutes and 3
Daddy.
seconds.
Yes.
We get my front tire on my bike fence.
In about 3.5 years.
No.
I will eventually something on that right now.
Okay.
It's a lot easier if you do this with a pick. Unfortunately, I can't find mine. And I know there's one in the house in the bathroom, but I ain't going all the way in there to get it. Okay, just like that. Pop the tabs loose. This piece comes off. Just throw this in the trash. You'll hit. Not really. Get off my truck, please, sir. Thank you.
I'm going in the house to get
Set that aside. Now, I've seen a lot of videos, people using forks to pop these off. I'm not quite going to use a fork. And what I do is turn them all the way down. And this guy here, he's off anyway because my truck will run out of diesel before it ever hit E and the low fuel light never comes on. So I turn this one right to about the bottom edge of that E where it needs to be. Temperature is good, volts, oil pressure and everything else is fine. This one, since it's broke, I just turn it, turn it to where it goes just under the 0 and turn it just a little bit more. I may be off by a few miles, who knows, who cares? So I got GPS for. She smiled at me like I did something wrong. Okay, now, where is my masking tape? What's all that about?
Just trying to get a full view.
Full beard?
Full view.
Oh, full view. Well, we don't want a full view. We just want a partial view. A full view of you might be kind of scary.
Daddy.
Well, I'm going to scare off my YouTube followers away.
I'm going to go on YouTube, and I'm going to hold the camera if you're going to let me have a turn. That camera.
David, when you grow up, ow!
What?
I hit my knee on the corner of the table. That hurt my dick.
It does.
Oh, my goodness. Good.
I won't leave me alone.
Question. Do you have insurance on this shop?
No.
Dang it, how am I supposed to report my injuries? If you don't have insurance. Dudo, get that car out of here, please. I done told you once. What is going on with you? You flipping?
He's fine.
See a mouse, you go, ah, mouse, can I hold it?
Yeah, I would say that. Oh my god.
That's kind of goofy putting blue tape on there, but you know. Sad part is it takes so much just to do all this.
Why are you putting blue tape
Well, it's
on
easier
it?
just to take a dang picture and guess and hope you get it back right. You'll see why. It's starting to be a pretty long video.
Well, we're already at 11:39.
Oh, 11:39? Yeah.
41.
I'm shooting for a 3.5 hour video.
We only have 58 minutes left.
58 minutes of battery life left?
No, 57 minutes now.
A battery life?
No,
Or a camera life?
camera.
Now, the reason you put tape here, you've seen in other videos, you make a mark. And that tells you where your needles are pointing at. So when you put it all back together, your needles go back where they should go. And we're hoping it's correct on this, which is not. You can assemble this back in your vehicle without the front cover plate on here and test drive it and check and see where everything sits, because you know about where they're normally supposed to be sitting, and you can adjust it. You turn the vehicle off and you can turn the needles and adjust them how you need to get it properly set, and it completely put your truck back together. I've not seen anybody in the video do that yet, but I've already done that to a couple other vehicles. Now, Grant, this is the first one I'm replacing the stepper motors on. Ah, come on, fly.
Now you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're attracting them. What's up with that? I didn't have my flies after you came outside.
Really?
Oh my goodness, something about women. It's just, no, just kidding. I'll tell you, Mama, it's the same thing. Alright, we're not going to worry about a fork. We're just going to use our fingers. And then I'm actually going to take and place all these right in the middle of this tape. That's a good place for them. Ooh, that might not be so easy. There we go. And just kind of pop right off there. I mean, this looks so easy. It's not. It's hurting the fingers big time.
I can't do it, so don't even ask me.
And I do know we got one light bulb out in this thing. And then here's the fun part, is popping this little guy off of here. But you don't have to. But I find it a lot easier to do what you gotta do next without it on there.
It's a little baby fly.
Hey, camera. Fingers. There you go. Push this over, and it pops right up. Once you get it done, same thing here. I already got the bottom one done, so it comes right off. Set that up out of the way where you'll forget it later. And then you got your light plastic piece here. Always pop it up, pop it out. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is I'll show you why here in just a second. Okay, now with that removed, set it up out of the way so you forget to put it in later. And as you look in here, you see the little lights. Okay, you can't tell if they're blown. That's got a little heat going on there, and there's kind of yellowish in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick this up just like that. We're going to take it back. Now, let's go ahead and pull this guy out so we don't lose him.
Got your old Navy shirt.
And we're going to put this back in the truck, plug it back in, turn the lights on, and you look in here and you see which ones are not lighting up. Okay. And you can take this with you just kind of as a reference. You can see which lights are for what. But you know pretty much the ones right around the stepper gauges are going to be for your lights to light up your speed area. As you see the backside. So we basically know all the four of these two here, these two, and that one are your instrument cluster lights. So we're going to plug in and turn the lights on, see which ones don't work. And I'll grab a marker so I can mark on them with a marker which ones aren't working. So we know which ones to remove. The camera girl's not very good. She walks up before I finish talking. Okay. Oh, I hear them stepper motors turning on. That's so nice. Now I'm going to get this to where it sits down. It sets an angle like so. Look kind of goofy. But we're going to turn the lights on. I even got a blue one shining at me there. Guess my brights are on. Yep. Now as you can see, I've got actually two bulbs out. This one here and the one above that stepper motor. So what we're going to do, we're going to mark the top of the bulb blacks. Put a mark on that stepper motor to point to which ones are bad. The rest of them look good. And now if you do notice on mine, I got the key out. Boy, they're going all kinds of what's crazy. This right here, the gear selector, normally doesn't work on mine. You gotta wiggle that wire. You see how it brightens and dimmens? So I'm gonna check all the soldering joints behind that plug to make sure everything's right. If it's going down the road, it'll go down and not work. You hit on the deal and it'll pop back up, so I'm gonna check all that while I'm under there. So, with that being said and done, plugs are a pain in the butt to get out of there. There we go. Lights are off. No more ding 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 dinglings. And now we know which stepper. We know this stepper motor is bad. But while I'm in here, I might as well go ahead and change them out, all of them. Which is really gonna suck, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna change these two bulbs out while I'm at it.
Okay.
So the next step in this here process. See, in the videos, they don't show y'all guys that, because if you get it on eBay, which is where I ordered mine from, and you look them up, it's ledpackages.com, you can get them from. They have a kit where you can buy the stepper motors and get bulbs. And that's the reason why I did something I ain't seen in any other of the videos. It'll show you how to plug it back in and check it to see if there are any bad lights, so that way you can change them when you're in there. The other thing we're going to do is, I said, after we reassemble this, we are going to go in, plug it back in the truck without the glass front on it, or plastic front, and make sure all of our gauges read correctly. If you have a GPS or on your phone GPS, the easiest way to dial in your speedometer, make sure it's correct. If you got, like me, oversized tires, it's gonna be off, so it's an easy way to adjust it, doing it this way, or just take your oversized tires off, go back to factory and look kind of like everybody else. But if you're like me, you want to be different. So now what I'm doing here is popping these tabs loose to get this back plastic piece off. And you go back to the front up here, show you the front tabs, which you can clearly see here, just here, 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 and here. Okay, now you got your circuit board exposed. Then you want to put this somewhere where you'll forget it later.
I'm taking a video of it. That way we won't forget.
Hey, Dudo, leave the heater on, please. It's not a toy.
It's a baby fry.
Okay, now you can pull that right off. Take your handy dandy plastic molded piece of GM plastic. Throw it to the side, you ain't gonna need it for now. Like I say, mine doesn't seem to want to work properly, so I'm checking all these little solder joints here to see if anything's cracked or loose. And they all look good, so that tells me it's got to be within the prongs of this plug. And what I'll do is, before I reassemble it all, I'm actually going to take and separate these prongs out a little bit so they get better connectivity inside that plug. Not very much, or you won't be able to get the plug back together. Okay, now they say find out what stepper motor you're changing, and then look on the back. You can tell. You got the plastic prongs that stick through the circuit board. Everywhere you see these are your stepper motors. Everywhere you see them. And I'm going to grab another marker here and give an easy depiction here. With each stepper motor, you got 4 prongs. Okay, Now they're all going to be the same location, same spot on stepper motors. You only have 4 in a unison triangle or rectangle position. You know, which I'm marking all. I'm gonna mark them all so you can tell. It's easy to tell on them which ones they are. Just simple by where the location, you can tell because it's, you know, everything's so random and weird. Those are the ones that are pretty much unique all the way across the board everywhere. So you can't go wrong with that. You can mark them if you want, so you know exactly which ones you want. And I'm doing this just for the video purposes. But that's your stepper motors. This one is the only one that I have that is bad, and that's the speedometer. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and change just the speedometer one today. If another one quits, I've got them here. I'll change them out later. Now, move your head, bud, please. You look on here. You see where your light is at in Orson to it? You don't see anything coming through that board for solder joints. So you think to yourself, well, what the heck's going on? Well, your lights are soldered in on the top side of the board here. One wire there, one wire on this side. It's kind of an odd way of them doing it. So, you look on the back side, there is no solder joint here within that spot of that bulb. So that makes the bulb a little bit harder to change because now you know it's all in the front. Like I said, we got to change up these 2 bulbs. Which the camera girl's not very good. She's getting real close up and you can't see nothing. But these 2 bulbs got to be changed. Now it makes it more of a pain in the butt because you got plastic there you got to get around without burning and melting all the crap.
Gosh.
So here's the solution to that. On those, you want to take. So I'm going to use some
There.
wire strippers.
Hold over to you.
Yeah, pay attention to the camera, please.
Yeah.
Some wire strippers. You want to take that bulb with it. Whoop, shattered that one. You just want to grab it very lightly and just pull up on it. When you do that, that plastic actually comes loose underneath there. Take your little screwdriver. Without all the danglies on it. Push it to one side, and then you can twist that plastic and maneuver that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I got a kid over there kicking me in the foot. Well, that didn't work so well. But I pulled it out from this spot here. Yeah, let's see if I can get that one up, even though since I broke the glass, all the crud. This one might be a little more difficult. So I'm just going to break it off and do it that way. And we know that was welded soldered to this one and that one. Yep, I'm not complaining, buddy. Runny noses.
Yeah,
Cold front's coming in, so the sniffles are coming in. Oh, now 1 cigarette. How old are you? Well, you're not old enough to buy cigarettes.
I am 13.
You're not even old enough to even look at a cigarette. Well, you don't look at my cigarettes. Go on, shoo.
I'm the one holding the camera. If I go on, the video's gonna go with me.
Nah. YouTube will pay attention. No, they'll still watch it. No.
I have an interesting life.
Some do-it-yourself stuff here. Oh. As y'all guys see, I've got old Wheeler 8200 in. Okay. A lot of people may not have this. You can go down to the local Walmart or local hardware store, anything like that. It's not even in there. How do you like that? Oh my goodness.
It's soldering iron kit.
And you can pick up, like she said, cheap $5–10 soldering iron. The packaging may be a little bit different. This one even comes with an extra tip, so which is awesome. But you can pick these up for like $5–10 and use that to solder with. I've got 3 or 4 of them, so I don't use them. Watch out, bud.
Okay.
Love you too, buddy. And of course, I will be using the solder. You need to stop touching stuff, bud, please.
Okay. I was going to plug that in for you.
I didn't. You want to hold it in while I hit the trigger? Say no, it gets hot, Dad.
Oh, nice. What are you going to do with that?
See the smoke aroma? See it chooches? What's up? Everybody say chooching is bad for you. It chooching. Now, it's kind of hard to get into a good spot here. Let that warm up. Melt that off. It's out of there. Same thing, warm this one up. Get that little piece of wire back out of it, and it's good to go. Okay. One bulb down. Second bulb coming up. At least out anyway. And why they don't set this up with the bulbs going through the circuit board like everything else, I don't know. Am I up? I forgot one crucial step already. Stay away from this salt, buddy. It'll burn you.
I'm trying to find a screwdriver.
Lean forward.
I'm trying to...
Can't see the bulb. Too bad. Too late. No. Hey, do me a favor. Play like that log and be still.
No.
No.
I'm trying to find what I need.
I'll use this broken bulb here. Because on the new bulbs, we gotta see how long these wires are and match them because they're longer when they're new. And he's still in my screwdrivers again.
Well, here's one.
That's fine.
This mosquito behind me won't leave me alone.
You don't have to get that close up.
I know, I'm just trying to get this.
The shakier you get on that camera, the worse the video quality comes out. And it makes people sick. And then they quit watching my videos. And then they don't get to see the do-it-yourselfer kind of stuff. Now, as y'all guys can see just how long these tails are, we don't need that much. I keep in mind this is the first time I've done this, by the way.
Wait, this...
Dude, quit tearing that car up! I'm giving it to the neighbor's kids!
I'm trying to get this out.
No, do not take your steering wheel out.
No, this.
No, leave it
The
alone.
other thing.
Leave it alone, buddy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, now I'm back on focus here. We're going to take this broken one, and we're going to stretch these back out as straight as we can get them. Alright, see how long they are? They're stubbies. Kind of like my cousin. He's short. We're going to cut those off. Now come just a hair bit longer. I did it on purpose. Okay, got one. Now we'll get the other one out and match this one with it. Or match it with that one, sorry. And I'm not going to bore y'all guys with the boring process of changing the motor out. I'll do a before and an after shot of the stepper motor. Because I don't know, I might do a long video on it because I do it a little different. I'm not using the solder remover tool. I don't have one. Okay, those are done. Now,
have you done it?
I'll get those stuck in my finger later on, I'm sure. Now, what we're going to do is take this bulb, which is like, feels like it's got petroleum jelly or something like that because my fingers are so dry and fat. And I'm actually going to stick it into this blue deal. Push it all the way down. Get it seated where I want it. And then bend these over where they need to go. So y'all can see that. My big old grubby fingers are in the way.
Yep.
Bend it over just like that. Now why did I do that? Now I can line it up, see how it's going to sit.
I can't see.
And just see what I got to do with these in pieces, and I need a
So
light.
pretty much, they're going to look like these.
Pretty much when it's all said and done. In theory. Sure, in my shop, nothing comes out right. So, I say. Alright, enough of the cigarette. My daughter's over here getting cancer by the second, every second, so. I don't know where my little ones are at, but I'm going to try to find them.
Find one, pliers.
Yeah, I've got some small ones made for this little bitty stuff. what I'm going to do is take here and just niche over the very end of it. Just ever so much. Just like so. Which is not perfect by any means. But they are bent over and it will get into that solder and stay. That's the whole trick. So now that that's done, you want to hold
I'm
these.
supposed to bring these pliers to you.
Oh, you found the little pliers. The baby pliers.
The one that Daddy needed.
No, it's not the one that I needed. Now, with that done, I'm going to squeeze them back over. Because you can't solder it back together with that plastic thing in the way. That's what makes it such a pain in the...
Yeah.
So, I'm going to get this going. It's kind of hard to even hold this bulb. So we can sure feel the heat coming off that solder. This is the interesting hard part. Okay, that one's in the solder. And now we gotta stretch this guy out, stretch him into the solder, and he's taking hold. So that one's on. That's pretty quick and painless. Let's just hope they don't come loose, because you know my soldering sucks on this kind of stuff. And the fun part, you gotta pull this bulb back up. Look, see, come loose. Told you, my soldering sucked. I figured it was going to do that much. So that little guy wasn't in there very well. You can't really see what you're doing under this tip either. Alright, I think he's in there. Nope, he's coming out again. Now he's just starting to be mean to me. Okay, now we're going to leave him sit for a minute. I'm going to take a little dab of this solder here. Get on there like so, and I'm going to reach in here and, it's a little warm on the fingertips. Drop a new dab in there, just like so. So we're going to let that sit just a minute and cure up. Uh-oh. Come loose again.
Because you keep messing with it.
Well, I got to mess with it so I can get that blue plastic go back underneath it. This is kind of embarrassing.
Especially since I'm videotaping every little aspect of it.
No, that ain't the embarrassing part. So I can't see underneath this thing to save my life. So now...
It did.
Oh, wait till I start messing with it. It'll come loose again, I promise you. Stretch that up with a little screwdriver. Hey, it didn't come loose that time. Wait till I squeeze it down, it'll come loose. Yeah, it won't work, I guarantee you. I have to repeat the whole process.
That fingers are in the way.
Yeah, see, it's already loose again. So, what I'm going to do to ensure, I'm just going to pull it back over this way. And I'll put a big old glob of solder on top of it. Just about something like that. So that I know it's sitting in there real good, nice. And it's just going to make it a pain in the butt and I'll put the blue plastic deal back in. But it ain't coming loose now. Okay. And now what I'm going to do to take into effect of that, if the camera girl quit shaking the camera every which direction, point up here so you can see, please. Thank you.
At your shirt.
Take my box knife here, and I'm going to trim off this corner.
And why are you doing that?
I'm trimming this off to compensate for the bigger pile of solder that's going to be in the place of where there was no solder pile at. That way, it'll still fit into the spot and sit down flat. Otherwise, you're going to have a jumbled mess. And that bulb ain't going to sit properly. You're going to put it back together and it ain't going to sit right. It's going to look funny and everything else. So you don't want that. Oh, the other side came loose. How do you like that? That's what I'm saying. This is the part I do not like. It should have a hole going through the board that those wires slide through and solder to on the back side. But unfortunately, China didn't think we needed that, so And yes, I did say China.
Oops.
Because I'm dead certain that is where this was produced and made. It was in China.
Are you gonna put some of that stuff that you put on that one
No, I'm not going to put no more solder in that one. So I don't want to cut the other corner out.
Ew, look at his hands.
It look like your feet. Just kidding.
Is that or who?
Coming from the girl who wears rainbow socks that don't match.
I'm wearing purple and green, okay?
I don't care what you're wearing. This is the hard part, getting this blue deal back under this bulb and set where it needs to be set. Because I pulled that deal out again.
Martha's trying to...
So I'm going to glob some more solder into this guy.
I knew it.
Got another choice. I don't like it. Somebody's getting after cutting, screwing some wood together over there. You hear it?
Yeah.
Stretch him out just a little bit there. Make sure he gets in there real good, nice and neat and pretty. And stuff it in there with the crud. Well, I'm making a picture out of this job. Alright, let's hope that says step back away from my tool bench.
Isn't that your word?
Yes, I am weird, but leave my tools alone. I got hot stuff up there. Alright, I'm not going to cut it out the other corner, which I guess I got to. Damn it. And this is why we take it to professionals.
You're weird.
She is, I know I'm weird. That's why everybody loves me, son. Watch out, bud, that soldering iron's hot. You're going to knock everything off my little piece of wood here. They do not make this stuff easy. That's why I say it's made by Chinese. They got small little hands. They can really work on this stuff really well. Big old corn-fed, grubby country boys just don't have a chance.
That's why they need Chinese people to grow larger hands.
Weird. Again, Brenda.
Okay, we're going to take a little break and watch his hands.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn end the video for a minute, and we'll splice back in here in just a little bit when I get done with this. This is pain in the butt. My daughter can't hold the camera right and it's getting in my way. So we'll see y'all in just a second. Alright, we are back. Okay. I got the bulbs in. That one's a little loose for where it's sitting. The solder is not taking to the board on this one side. And I got this one back installed. Now what I'm going to do is try to get these three desoldered and taken loose. And the way I'm doing that, I've got my fingers on the back side, pulling on it, pulling pressure. So what I'm going to do is warm up the solder here. And I'm going to blow. You see, the solder is gone. It's removed from that one. Well, I can blow pretty good. Not in that essence either, people. Come on now. But now say I can just pull that one straight through there. And that's how the stepper motor's out. Now, to the other side. And I'm going to try to just heat it up. That didn't work that time. But I might be able to wiggle. Hey, there we go. That one just popped all the solder right out of it. Pull that stepper motor out. Hit this side over here one more time. That's not the problem. The problem is this little plastic piece. Voila! It is out! Okay. Now, when you get them out, oh, you gotta put them back in the right way. It's got a small plastic round and a big plastic round. Small hole, big hole. You can't mess that up. Trash.
You never. Oh.
Clear thoughts. You're 13.
No, you never know. People might put this big hole in the small hole.
You can't. It's one way only. Now, the fun part. When these come in shipping, these little things do get knocked around, bent. And you want to line it up okay. Big hole. Small hole. Oh, we got a problem. Stepper motor's backwards hold. Not really. Putting it on the wrong side. See if y'all's catching that, guys. Now you just gotta make sure everything lines up, which I got one not wanting to come through the hole. So I heat up the solder so it'll come on through there. Takes an hour to heat up, but there we go. And right in it is. And all the way down. Now, what I'd like to do is once I get to this process on any soldering,
Sorry.
I like to set it down. Now I like to bend these tabs over if I can, if it's allowable. It does two different things. It just holds it in there, make sure it's held in tight when you put solder on it. It allows you to get solder where you need to get it. And luckily for me, all these have got open circuit board area. So I can do just like that. Now I can lay this thing back down flat. Get my soldering iron back up and hot. And then we'll put some glob of solder on them. Which that's got a big old glob on it. Just wait for it to fall off. Just like so. That one soldered. Put a dab on that one there. Just my soldering iron. It's not acting like it's wanting to heat up very well. That one's dabbed on.
Could have burnt your circuit board.
And that one's dabbed back on. Therefore, it is all back soldered again. So now, I'm going to flip this thing back over, turn it this way, and me and this little guy's going to duke it out for a minute, and then we'll see if we can get it back fixed, because the solder just keeps coming loose from the board. And that's what I'm saying, there's the bad part about not having any holes to go through, it just solders to a foundation. That foundation just is not holding properly. So now I get it all nice and hot again. Maybe now it'll hold. Nope, didn't hold. So I'm just going to leave it kind of loose this time. Just let it do its own little thing. There we go. Now, she seems to be holding. Now, so in that essence too, if this doesn't work, you can turn to the other two wires, and she came loose again. So to hell with it. Tired of dicking with it. Pardon my French. But now we do have an X27 where the rest of them are XC5s. As they malfunction, I'll replace them as I go.
Oh yeah, so it's an X27?
X27. I do not want to change them all right now. I'm hoping that one will bulb will light up, which we're fixing to find out here in just a minute. The reason I'm not changing them all out right now is because I'm still getting my truck back together because I got to work tomorrow. And it ain't going to take that much longer to change all these out, but you know what? They work. Why change something when they're actually working? If they break, I'll change them out then. No big deal. Okay.
24 minutes. About it. Ugh.
Now, we're going to reinstall this guy.
And use a quarter as a battery.
Okay, then we're going to reinstall this guy. And I know I'm kind of doing this in a little bit backwards order than what I took it apart, but
No.
Alright. Now we're going to take this, flip it over, just like so.
Okay.
We're going to take the back. We're going to set the back on here, just like so. And click it in place. Okay, the reason we're doing that is just so I can plug it in. And before I do that, what I'm going to do, set this guy back over here. So this is always the fun part, getting these back on. But if you do it right, you can pop it right over easily. Do one side, get it catching, and then pop the other side, which this one's always a pain in the butt here for some reason. Okay. Now I got a kid making a bunch of racket back here. I'm going to take this stepper motor. I'm just going to put this on 0 for right now. I mean, that's all the way down on that stepper motor, which is where it should be. It should come all the way around. Perfect. Sweet, nice, lovely. Take the RPM, which it just keeps spinning. So it's probably going to be off now when I turn the key on, which is fine, because I'll reset it. This one should be all the way down, which I can't tell, so I'm going to, missed it. So I'm going to have to reset this one too as well, because that went just a little bit past. And you can do this as well. You can take it, turn it all the way this way, turn it with your finger, and spin on that shaft. Turn it back, and then adjust it from there to where it was sitting. Fuel gauge, you don't want to move it. You just want to try to put it right back where it was at, because, let's face it, it went that far past. You'll come in here. And I'm going to turn it some more and get back where it was at. Which I'm going to put it right at the bottom of the E. The reason I'm doing that is because, like I said, it does tell me I've got more fuel than what I've got. And it will
die easily.
Die on me, and I run out of diesel going, what the heck's going on? Now, as y'all guys notice, when I'm putting these on, I'm lining them right back up where they were at. Okay? And then I'm turning them down all the way down. Odd, different, yes. But it gives me a start reference point where if they are off, I know how much to turn them. So now, pull the painter's tape off. Because after you own your vehicle so long, you know about where your oil pressure is supposed to run at on the gauge. You know where your temperature normally runs.
Daddy, that moved.
It's fine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. The speedometer didn't work on this one, so that's why we changed it. You know about where the RPM is going to sit when you turn the key on, 0. And you'll know about where your trans temp normally runs. Now, the truck should be cold. Nothing should be warmed up on the truck, because I just moved it in about an hour ago. Would you please get the truck out of here? I'm about to go to my truck. 1.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to plug this back in the dash. Turn the lights on, make sure they all light up underneath here. This one probably won't, because it keeps pulling away. I don't care. And then I'm going to turn the key on and see where the gauges set themselves at. Fuel gauge is going to be kind of hard to mess with, just because I don't have exactly a full tank of diesel, and I'm not exactly on E either, so it'll hit where it hits.
Okay.
Now we come in here, it's getting dark. And my daughter's crawling up on top of the truck instead of being on the ground.
Okay.
That's fine, cameraman. Oh, did you hear him? Stepper motor say engaged. Okay. Now, we're going to turn the lights on. Oh, look, it worked. All my lights are working in there again. It looks beautiful. As y'all can see, light. Okay, it's not 13.
Okay.
Okay, now,
Where's my daddy go?
Next step, turn the key just one click, park it down to neutral. And I need you to hop back, bud, for me, please, sir.
Move, because you're on the camera.
Okay. Now just kind of sitting back in the spot where it's supposed to be. Back in park. Yeah, see it's dim. I messed that wire to brighten back up. Turn the key on. Everything seems to sit right. I'm gonna start her up.
David.
Oh, let's see. Okay, I'll go with that.
The speedometer is not working.
I'm not moving.
Oh.
I'm sitting still.
Oh. It's okay.
Turn the key off. I'm gonna turn it back on. Until the oil pressure is off. So I turned it right there. Now I'll start it. And reset. My alternator gauge is off. So I'm going to shut it off again. Turn it back on. See where they go. Oil pressure should be sitting at 0. It's not. So we're going to take it loose. Turn it till it sits to red marks where it needs to be. Start it up. It'll reset itself. And it should be back where it should be. This is about where it's normal there.
What about that one, Daddy?
That's temperature gauge. The truck is cold. There's no heat in it. Driving down the road, I know where it should be, so if it needs to be adjusted, I can take it apart and adjust it later. Fuel gauge, I'm going to check something here. It says I got 560 miles to go. Which is completely wrong. Now turn the key back on. We'll check the mileage again.
Daddy?
I know, I did it on purpose. Okay, now I'm going to turn it all the way back to where it stops. Turn it back on.
Well,
So you got 3/4 there. And when you do, you want to go all the way down until it stops. So I want to turn it until it's right there, and I got somebody in my light. Move, sit back. Like I said, the voltage gauge is off. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to pull it off. And turn to where it's... Whoop. No, sir. I got tools and everything else. Out.
I'm put it down right here.
Kind of hard to reach up and around here.
Daddy, the battery's not put down. Got like a quarter of it though.
And install it back there. Turn it off again. Turn it back on. Start it up. And now it should sit at 14 where it's supposed to be. And a little over. But I can adjust that a little bit further. It's no big deal. You can do it this way while it's running. Turn it to there. Turn just a hair back. Turn it off. Turn it on. was starting to kill in the truck, but that's where it needs to be. The fuel mileage, the fuel gauge, and the temperature gauge are the two that I'd be the most concerned about right now. Because like I said, this fuel gauge said I was on E, but the range said I had 42 miles left to go, and it ran as a diesel. So I don't trust the range, but 296,000 miles on this truck. I've put 30,000 on it since I bought it new, or since I bought it. It wasn't new. 1,655 gallons of diesel ran through this thing, averaging 18.2 miles per gallon. Average speed is 36 miles. That's what I just put on it here this weekend. Out of my truck, bub.
Wow. Going up and down.
See, as I hit on that, it brightened up. Don't bother me too much. I ain't too worried about that. So, now we'll shut her off. Turn the key one click. Put her down first. Okay, that was awkward. Normally you have to hit the brake to release the shifter. It's not good. We'll pull her out of here. And we're going to unplug this thing. It's not very easy with... there we go.
11 minutes.
Out of my truck.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to put the covers all back together and put her back in the truck.
Got 11 minutes and a quarter of battery left.
That hurts.
You got to tell me how to set it there.
That's brilliant.
And that is how you do that functionality part, which I'm going to come in here and clean up all the dust and the dirt and have my fingerprints. And we're going to put this cover back on.
And put it back in the truck.
Yeah, that's right. And I have the camera girl, Westover girl.
Yes, I go to Westover. Not that bad of a
What are we
sport.
forgetting? Do you know? Do you see what we're forgetting?
Oh yeah,
Won't go in there now, will it? So I say, you set it up, you're going to forget about it. Good thing is, you can peel this up, slide it through this way, crunch it, goes right back in. You don't need that in your way where you mess with the gauges anyhow. Just don't forget to put it back in.
I just won't have it.
You want to reset your trip miles, or anything. Just push, make sure all your tabs lock in, and like that, stepper motor's replaced, and done. Now we're going to do the real test. I'm going to have them sit in the back seat. I'm going to put this back in without bolting it in. Move that light. We're going to back this thing out and take it up down the road. I'm almost home just in time. And see if the speedometer works.
Okay, I'm going to go too.
Well, here we go.
In the back seat.
Okay.
I'm going to sit right there.
No, I gotta be in the middle. Here, I want you to close the door.
Okay, take that. Take that.
David, we're going to go tell Mama. Let her know what we're going to go do.
Then we'll
See, now I got to hit the brake again to shift it neutral.
Okay.
Sweet.
No.
Alright. Turn my GPS on. I'll be right back, buddy.
Trying to keep it as steady as possible.
Tell me
What?
why did that camera go
Bye-bye.
She needs to get out.
In just a minute. In just a minute.
She needs to get out and help me cook dinner.
In just a minute. It is rolling.
I don't care.
She don't want to be my windshield. Looky there. I got a speedometer again.
Well, we're going up a hill. Sorry, guys. It's
I love you.
Alright.
And it is off. I'm sitting at 33 on the GPS and just hitting 30. So I got a little bit of a changing to do, but other than that, it does work. So, with that being said,
Sorry, I zoomed into that so I could see it.
why did you zoom in?
Because I couldn't see it from back there.
Well, I'm gonna turn around here and go back home. Mommy's a little upset. Gotta change that gear steering box so I can get some steering fluid back in her. As you can see, there's a speedometer saying 45 on the GPS and 40 on the dash. So I'm definitely gonna have to change that and fix that. Other than that, everything else looks good. So that's the cluster redo. So if you ain't subscribe, rate, comment, let me know what you guys think, and look forward to the next video. Thank you.